To be honest, I've accepted that we're not winning the Europa League, and this season we're just going to come out 13th, hopefully. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Football with Priscilla. I'm Priscilla. Obviously, so hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And ladies and gentlemen, today I just want us to talk about the Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest game, as well as the Manchester United versus Man City game, and what does that mean for Manchester United in the Premier League this season. Before we get into the video for today, make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on, ladies and gentlemen, to know when next I post a video. Okay, so let's get into the video for today. So if you look at the Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest game, in which Manchester United lost 1-0 to Nottingham Forest, with ironically a goal from Anthony Elanga, a former Manchester United player who we said was not good enough, and then he scored against us. Anyway, at least he did not celebrate. Like, at least he showed the fans respect. Then we also have the Manchester United versus Man City game. And as I was watching the game comfortably, expecting like, okay, a thrashing, electricity was cut, right? So there was no power. So I ended up watching the game just like the first half. I didn't finish the second half. But ladies and gentlemen, the beauty is nothing happened in that game. At least that's what everyone is saying. And at least that's what I saw from the highlights, because it was a boring, somewhat slow pace game. It's not like the Manchester derbies that we're used to. Like, it was so slow. Like a Manchester derby that has the results being nil. Like, oh my god, it had to be boring. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is what happened. But anyway, fusing in both games, let's talk about how Manchester United have been faring so far. First point, ladies and gentlemen, oh my god, we need reinforcements at the front. Our forward line, yeah, it's woo. We need a goal scorer. Like, it's bad. And I'm saying that if you've watched most of my videos, I am a Rasmus Højlund fan. I keep on saying he's going to come good for Manchester United. We just need to give him time. But oh my god, we need forward players. Like, we need a goal scorer in that squad. I feel like what we are missing is glue. Like, that player that will just gel the front line together is what we don't have. Now, we can have that in Bruno, but Bruno is more so he's more so very influential on the game when he's playing his number 10 role. So putting him forward and like telling him you have to stay forward, I feel like that just it really affects his game. He won't be as versatile. He won't be as influential on the game. So you need Bruno to be playing on the midfield there. At least he's the one dictating play. But then we need a player up front who's going to lead the line, the glue that's going to hold the right wing and the left wing together. And when I say this, in my mind, I'm thinking of how Liverpool managed to do it with Roberto Firmino up front, Mo Salah and Mane. Like, that was a beautiful front three. We've seen that with players like Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, Neymar. Like, so that's what we need. We need a glue. We need that player that is just going to be able to be like, whose footballing IQ will be amazing, that is going to be able to gel all the forward players together, and is going to be our key. That is what we need. But for now, oh my god, Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest, we did not score a goal. And we have forward players. Versus Man City, we did not score a goal. And oh my god, we created so many chances. Like, first of all, I honestly feel like the Man City game, that wasn't just our day. Like, Sunday was just not our day. But irregardless, like, whoo, guys, it is bad. Like, our front line is looking bad. The second thing, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about is Bruno Fernandes. Okay, Bruno Fernandes is one player that, listen, he gets a lot of criticism, sometimes justifiably so, and sometimes not justifiably. So we have rival fans who absolutely slander Bruno Fernandes, but in their hearts they're like, oh my gosh, if he wanted to leave, we'd get him. We have Manchester United fans who are in between, who are like, oh, Bruno should go, but Bruno should stay. And then there are Manchester United fans like me who absolutely believe in Bruno, criticizes him, but knows that Bruno is our best player. Like he literally is the glue that is holding the whole team together. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, Bruno has been in form these past few games, and I think you could also see that in the Man City game, as well as the Nottingham Forest versus Manchester United game. He is what is making the team tick. But it's so sad, and I feel for Bruno. Like sometimes I feel like he's wasting his time at Manchester United because he makes the right passes, always energetic. He's always trying to make things happen. But the people around him, oh my god, like how frustrating must it be to be a good midfielder to make the right passes and your front three cannot convert a goal? He must be one of the most frustrated players. But like I always think about this. Stick Bruno in a Man City, stick Bruno in an Arsenal, stick Bruno in a Liverpool. Bruno would be right now contending for the Ballon d'Or. Yes, I said it. Bruno could be contending for the Ballon d'Or. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think Bruno should get all the credit. He has really tried in these past few games. He has really been the right captain. So you know what? Kudos to Bruno. Credit to him. He's really at this point. You know how we had that period when Ahmad was carrying the team? Yeah, Bruno is carrying the team. Like Bruno is literally limping to the finish line. That's how crazy it is. And I honestly hope and pray like he is given a reward by winning the Europa League. Is that too much to ask for Manchester United players? Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, I just want us to talk about Ruben Amorim as a coach. Overall, I know the season is not yet done. We still have the Lyon game to play. But like after what we've seen, other people are saying Ruben Amorim is too stubborn to change his tactics because he's seen that the players cannot adapt. Yet he keeps on emphasizing on playing the same type of style. I read somewhere where people are on Twitter, people are complaining to say he was too negative versus Man City, which I don't agree. I think he was trying to protect his team. If there's anyone who knows the players the most, it should be their coach, Ruben Amorim. So listen, for me, I don't have a problem with the players that he fielded versus Man City. I think we were balanced to some certain degree, but we just weren't able to convert our chances. People forget that we do not out like half of our players are out injured. Most of them are coming back. What do you want Ruben Amorim to do? Where do you want him to get players from? The academy, like under 16s? I don't understand where this. Oh, he was negative in his selection. That is what he has to select from. It's either he puts Ugarte, Bruno, or an Ericsson there. At the back, Delete is injured, so we have Harry Maguire there. Like we're fighting for our lives. And I honestly believe, wow, ooh, oh my God. And I honestly believe, ladies and gentlemen, Ruben Amorim is truly doing the best he can with what he has. Like, I feel for the guy. So listen, overall for me, I think for the people that are judging Amorim and saying he's not a good coach, etc., I just don't have the I just don't think I have any right as a Manchester United fan to this season judge Ruben Amorim because guys, he has inherited a horrible squad with players that had egos and attitudes, and he had to bring that together. And being a Manchester United coach is not so easy. So you know what? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I am on Amorim's side. No, don't sack Amorim. Even if we lose the Europa League, I think we stick with Amorim. Even if we don't get the Europa League, even if we finish 13th, because right now as it stands, Manchester United is 13th and they have 38 points. Listen, we're not getting relegated. Like, we're not getting relegated. So I want to see what Amorim is going to do next season with a squad that he will actually take time with to train. For now, he just found everything in the middle and he had to like try and pick up what was left. So honestly, I don't blame Ruben Amorim. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a game versus Lyon in the Europa League. Manchester United players. Oh my god. I just to be honest, I've accepted that we're not winning the Europa League and this season we're just going to come out 13th. Hopefully. Like that is where I am right now. I'm numb, and people are like, "Oh my god, is it because of the game? Are you stressed because of the game?" I'm like, "I'm not stressed, guys. Manchester United has made me go through so many horrible phases in my football life that I am numb to pain." So listen, I think going forward to the Lyon versus Manchester United game, I wouldn't be surprised if Lyon beat us. I'm always positive, but like I'm done. Like honestly, guys, I'm done with this season. So you know what? I don't think we're winning the Europa League. Call me negative or something or whatever you want to call it. I don't think we're winning the Europa League, and that's the truth. we will get knocked out at some point. If we do in the Europa League, I will be so happy, miracle. But I don't see that happening, especially not with those set of players. So yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, we have a game versus Lyon in the Europa League. Do comment down in the comment section. Do you guys think with Manchester United's performances in the Premier League, there might be a chance in which we get to win the Europa League? Or listen, let's just forget the season, dust our feet, and move on and wait for the 2025-2026 season. I would love to hear all your thoughts. So that's all I had for you guys today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. And do turn your notifications on, ladies and gentlemen, to know when next I post a video.